everyone, what is going on and welcome back to the channel. Really appreciate you guys clicking on this video. In today's video, I'm here at Austin Badger Park here in Montville Township or Medina, Ohio. So this is definitely a really fun experience, definitely a very unique park. Lots to see here as far as different features and that type of stuff there. Definitely a unique mountain bike park, and it's got a lot of really cool stuff like an iron bridge here for trains. And I'm not sure how active that bridge is right now currently, so it's definitely a really cool thing. So I've got some really cool drone videos for this one. So if you guys can, make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's jump into the video, you guys. Let's do it. So this park is relatively new. There's its sign, of course. We'll go across the road here, hopefully without getting hit by a car, and we'll check out their sign. But yeah, there's their sign there. It's going to be an awesome video. They've also got a cafe next door called Spokes Cafe Pieceworks, which is kind of interesting. Starting off here, I am in kind of like the parking lot area. They've got a multiple different parking lots here. They've got like a paved parking lot, a gravel parking lot. Over here to my right, we've got a really cool train bridge. And I will try to include some really cool drone shots and stuff like that I was able to get of that bridge. So it's definitely really cool. It's not an abandoned train bridge. As far as I can tell, there are active trains that go over that bridge, but I have yet to see one, and I've been here a couple times. Haven't spent a lot of time here, but I've yet to see one in person, I guess. So they've got a bridge right here going across, and it heads up into the mountain biking areas. So this park is definitely really unique in the fact that it has a ton of hills and stuff like that for like mountain biking. They're closed right now as far as the mountain biking trails are concerned. As far as I can tell, I can still see a lot of people like traveling here as far as walking and hiking and that type of stuff here. When I first got here, there was a guy with the sticks, with the pokey sticks that you walk around with the hiking sticks. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, we're going to go around here. We're going to check some stuff out. There's a lot of different features here going on. Plane going on above me there. Spokes Cafe is right in front of me here. It's going to be that kind of fancier building, of course. I'm not going to go in there and check that out because I have no idea what's going on in there. I think they just dropped a bunch of people off by bus. So my main thing here is checking out all the trails and all the different features and the bridge and all the different stuff like that. So we're going to go up here and we're going to check out this really cool graphic and map they have here. Austin Badger Park, mountain bike trail. Here's the gist of the map itself. And I was kind of curious on what the mountain biking section with all the, like the dirt jumps and stuff like that, like the BMX area. I was kind of curious on what that was called or like who maintains that or owns that. But if we look kind of closely, it says it is Wicks Outlaw Trails. What does it say? Ride bikes, jump dirt, get awesome. So I'm not sure if that's a business in the area or if that's like a person or organization. I'm not too sure. Kiosk provided through a generous donation by the Medina County Board of Realtors Incorporated. So a big shout out to them. We've got a nice pristine area over here that you can sit. There's a lot of birds in this area, a lot of bird feeders and stuff. Here's the Montville Township Mountain Bike Trail. Help us preserve quality trails. Don't ride, run, or hike when the trails are wet. It says closed right now for the mountain biking trail. Warning, you are entering a wildlife habitat area. So stay away. Keep pets away. If approached by a wild animal, scare it away. Shout at it. Wave your arms. Make yourself look bigger. Do not feed wildlife. That's very interesting. It's almost like you're going to encounter a bear out here. It's really odd, but a bunch of ice still here on the bridge from winter time, but it is definitely thawing out pretty good here. Here's a good look at the lake and the water on this side. Something's down there. I don't know what that is down there. It almost looks like a tombstone down there or something. It's like square. It's like perfectly square, almost like a tombstone. That's literally what it looks like down there. I don't know if you guys can see that on video, but definitely interesting. I don't know what the story is there. Let's go over to this other side here. See if we can look over without falling or tripping on the ice. See, there's no square rocks or anything like that over here on this side. It's definitely really interesting. Some ducks down there and stuff, hanging out. There they go. They're flying some mallards or something. Some pretty cool ducks. It's the Cool Ducks. That'd be a cool name for like a band or something. The Cool Ducks. They just play music just mainly for ducks and swans and stuff. You know, the birds. I joke, I digress, I guess. All right, so like I said, this is a really interesting area. Tons of hills in this area. So if we look over to the left-hand side, we'll see a lot of hills going that way. To the right-hand side, it's definitely hilly that way, but it's a lot more hilly to the left. And we are gonna go around pretty much as many trails as we can and see as much stuff as we can. So I can't imagine like coming down through here. It looks like somebody's crashed recently, presumably, possibly on a bike. I really don't know. But there's definitely a nice skid mark here on the ground. And then it goes actually right off into like that area there. So somebody may have gotten hurt here recently. I really don't know. It's kind of crazy. I was going to say, imagine coming down this hill going like 100 miles an hour. This hill is insane. I mean, to walk up this hill, it's incredible. And I mean, you would get some speed for sure on a mountain bike or something like that. I've brought my electric scooter down through here a few times. Or should I say maybe once or twice. And it was definitely a very interesting experience. I was able to catch a lot of speed. But the places where you have to go back uphill is definitely a bit troublesome, especially on an electric scooter. It doesn't get you uphill very good usually. It depends on which model, which brand. Definitely have a lot more scooter videos coming to the channel. Especially as the weather really starts to break and that type of stuff there. It definitely makes it really nice to be able to make those types of videos. Here's a good look at the bridge right there. It's a nice iron bridge. Yeah, it's a very nice iron bridge. It spans quite the distance too. I can't imagine. It's got to be right around 100 feet tall or so, right in the center. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't walk across it. Those who are not scared of heights may definitely be tempted to go for that challenge, but myself, it's just not for me. Heights just is not for me, friends. I cannot do heights. I just can't do it. But that iron bridge would definitely be pretty cool to walk across. It's solid in the middle as you get closer to like the roadway and stuff like that. Right where the roadway goes across. They made it solid in the center of that. Of course, naturally, so if stuff falls off the train or whatever the case may be, in theory, it should get kind of picked up and caught by that center solid pieces or metal or whatever they are. This is a pretty cool little archway here. Looks like this would be like an off-roading trail for a dirt bike. Ah, yeah, it is. It goes right off trail. You can go wrap all the way around. It's definitely super cool. Highly unique. I've never really seen a park like that with like an integrated mountain bike trail that you can literally just go to town. But like I said, some of this is, you know, it's all closed right now. There are some places that are just really completely run down and like missing chunks of concrete and all sorts of stuff. So it's very unfortunate, but looks like they could be perhaps maybe building it up. They've got new concrete right here that I'm walking on right now. So, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. It's a pretty cool area, though. I definitely love it. And also, if you guys can, it means a lot to me if you guys could hit that like button and subscribe if you guys are not already subscribed. Definitely means a lot to me. I'm going to try to make as many adventure videos and travel videos and cemetery videos, ghost videos, pretty much everything adventure related I'm going to try to make for you guys. So, like I said, hit that like button. Definitely means a lot to me, friends. All right, we've got a little pond or something like that coming up. Definitely pretty cool. I love to see it. Look at this. They got a couple nice benches here too. These benches almost look brand new as well, which is awesome. Definitely gotta love to see that. Looks like one of these trees came down recently. Okay. Yeah, see, the mountain bike trail comes all the way through here on the left-hand side and wraps around in the woods and stuff and all in the dirt. And dude, it's so cool, man. Reminds me of being a kid again. Maybe I'll have to come down through here in like a mountain bike and hit these trails over here. It'd be so cool. All right, here's the pond itself here, I guess you could call it. Awesome, man. Definitely very cool. Love to see it. It would have been really nice to be here when it was all frozen over and I could have walked right across this. This would have been definitely really cool. I love to walk across the ice and water in the winter time. And like I said, they've got 2 benches here. You got one right there. And they've got one right here. And these look like newish benches. I mean, these are really nice. Definitely love to see it. Almost looks like they have a mountain bike trail like heading up into the woods right there. It's hard to tell. I'm sure some people have made their own kind of trails over time. You know, especially if you're a mountain biker, you'll find your own little trails and stuff, you know. You don't rely on anybody else. That's probably who made these trails off to the left. Could have been somebody who was just messing around, and eventually that stuff got rutted out and people just started following their footsteps, and next thing you know, you've got a mountain bike trail. So that's kind of how that stuff works. So yeah, that's pretty cool. This is a nice pristine area too, because there's really nobody over here. I mean, I really have never really seen a whole lot of people over here. I mean, like I said, I have limited experience over at this exact park. Like I said, I've been over here like once or twice. And I'm pretty sure both times that I came over here, I brought the electric scooter and I had a field day over here. So the best I could. Going uphill was definitely not fun, like I said, but you know, it is what it is. Like right now I'm going uphill, the electric scooter definitely, it'd be slowing down to like a brisk, like 3 miles per hour, if not completely stopping, I can imagine. Especially right here, the grade goes up easily 35, degrees or so, roughly. It might be a little harder to tell on video, but yeah, that's straight downhill pretty much. I mean, it's downhill pretty good. So, catch some speed down through there. But like I said, going back uphill slows you down pretty good. This is a pretty good hill here. Like I said, my gosh, on an electric scooter, you're definitely not making it up this without stopping. This is definitely going to stop you, and then you're going to have to drag the electric scooter up the hill, and that's tons of fun. Especially depending on how heavy your electric scooter is, if you have one. The Segway that I have is like 30 pounds or so. It's really not that bad. Some of them are like 100 pounds though, but you see, this is straight uphill pretty much. And going straight downhill. My gosh. You have mountain bike trails off to the left right here. And they go all throughout the woods, pretty much everywhere. So, like I said, I can't imagine coming down through here going like 20, 30 miles per hour or so, and especially hitting this right here. This is the reason why this is pretty much closed for mountain biking. I'm not even sure if people are really supposed to be on this trail, but I do see people are on the trail. I didn't see anything really blocking us off. It just said closed, I'm assuming that means for mountain bikers, but I really don't know. Get to the top of the hill here. Give us a view. I'm going to turn around and give us a view of the behind me here. The best that I can. Oh yeah, that's a hill. That is a hill. Oh my gosh, look at all the divots and stuff. Holy cow. I mean, a lot of this stuff, like I said, you hit this stuff, 20, 30 miles per hour or more. God forbid. 40, 50. The sky's the limits. Jesus will let you fly as high as you want. Hit it going 50, you'll go 50 yards. Hit it going 60, you go 60 yards. There's like tracks here. Almost like a vehicle or maybe an ATV or something. Could be like the park system too. They could have service vehicles and stuff going down through there. I'm gonna try to stay on the concrete paths the best I can. All of this thawing snow is definitely making everything muddy. Yeah, look at this hill. This hill, it wraps around too, which really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but in the grand scheme of things, but it's not like I'm a park designer, I guess, right? Whew. Yeah, I wonder what the purpose of this little roundabout is for this park. I guess just for walking and maybe just biking, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna head down here at the very bottom of this super steep hill here and walk across this ice-ridden bridge. The ice death bridge here. Oh man, I gotta watch out for this. The worst part is a lot of this stuff is really thawing out by now. Thawed out. Whatever the correct word is there, I guess. Got a little stream down below me I almost missed. It's a soft trickle down there, but it's a stream. Oh, there's ice frozen out of that pipe down there. Got numerous trash cans down through here, which is awesome. I really can't imagine that they're emptied very often, but I don't know too much of this area. I'm not sure if this is like considered Wadsworth or Montville Township, or I'll have to do a little bit of research and figure out exactly. Here, let me see. Let me pull out Google Maps real quick here and see. Medina. Oh, we're in Medina, Ohio. Well, hey. It says Montville Township. On Google Maps, it says Medina, Ohio. It's right next to or right outside of Wadsworth. I know that because I've got some videos I'm recording on Wadsworth, so I'm kind of staying in that area right now for recording. Like I said, it's going to be a beautiful day today. Comment down below as well if you guys can. You know, how good of a day are you guys going to have today so far? Look outside, let me know. Is it rainy and gloomy? Or is it sunny? Is it windy? You know, just let me know. Because we're blessed right now with some nice sun today. Of course, this video will probably come out in the future, so when I release this video, it'll probably be like snowing, I can imagine. That's my luck. Be nice, say hi. Signs here marking the trails over there. Got a lot of hills, a lot of space here. It's a mountain bike trail that goes right through there. Right through the field. On the outside edge there. It's really cool too. They've got a lot of fitness equipment down through here in random spots. They also have some really nice benches and stuff. So as I was doing the drone videos for this particular video, I was hanging out at these shelters and stuff because they got nice benches and they're nice. They're like brand new shelters, it looks like. Nice brand new benches. A lot of mansions in this area. So pretty much everything on the outside of the park here is very, very big houses. So there's not too many small houses where I'm at right now. To the right of me is the freeway over there down yonder. Over that hill over there. Got another mountain bike path here. Another brand new bench, look at that. Love to see it. Love to see it for sure. What in God's name, what in the actual hell is this? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to get near it, but what the hell is it? You know? Cables, wires, going up attached to a pole. It almost looks like a ground of some sort, but I mean, I don't see any power or anything anywhere near this. There's no like lights. There's nothing. Does anybody know what this is? Comment down below if you know what this is. I mean, I'm so curious. Just know what this could be. Wires. It's got like electrical tape halfway down the wires. They're zip taped zip wired to the pole. And they've got, yeah, that's a contraption right there. I'll tell you what, that's MacGyver together if I've ever seen it. I don't know what it's for, but I don't see any counters. I don't see anything on it. Interesting. You never know what you're going to see. So if anybody has any idea at all what that could be, just let me know, and we'll kind of ponder that maybe in the comment section down below. I keep hearing random explosions and popping and that type of stuff around here, which is really odd. I don't know. One of them was really loud, so I don't know what it is, but somebody must have some sort of gun range or something. One of them must have been like a grenade. I don't even know. Here's another bridge here. We got Blue Heron Park. Bridge number 3, I'm assuming. Montville Township. It's got like a blue placard right here. I'm not really sure what the blue means either. I'm not sure if that's a designation of the bridge or maybe the weight capacity. I really don't know. Definitely a really nice area. I love this. It would be even better. You know, it's unfortunate they put like, it's surrounded by highways. You know, it would be so much better if it was a little more peaceful, you know? I mean, I'm not huge into like, you know, oh, the cars, they're driving me crazy, you know? But it would be a lot better if it was just quiet. This would be a really incredible park. A lot more than what it already is. They have put sound barriers and stuff like that, it looks like, for the highway up there to dampen down the sound. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they put those barriers next to the highway, the big tall walls and stuff like that. There's definitely a big one up there that stretches almost this entire span up here. Here's some of the exercise equipment that they have here. So, I mean, this stuff looks pretty much brand new, so it's really nice to have this type of exercise equipment at a park like this. Really all parks, you know, it's just really a treasure to have that type of stuff. So we do appreciate it, you know. Look at these mountain bike trails, just cutting everywhere. They go everywhere. And it comes down through here. And here's where I fall and I really hurt myself on all this ice and stuff. I really messed myself up here. Let's see if I can get across this without dying here. Especially it's going downhill. So, you know, my luck, I'll slide and break my leg and then keep sliding and fall off this bridge or something and end up down in the ravine. Here's Blue Heron Park, bridge number 4. With another blue placard here. Like I said, whatever that means. Not really too sure. Luckily this one isn't all ice. This has got a little bit of snow. A decent bit of snow here that you can kind of walk through. So I don't have to worry about killing myself in all this ice. Okay. Wasn't too bad. Definitely a nice peaceful walk. Nice peaceful walk. Haven't really encountered anybody so far. I saw one guy walking a dog. But as soon as he saw me, he went the other way. He was like, to hell with that. I'm out of here, plus my dog will attack him and kill him. That'd be my luck too. So, like pipes laying around everywhere. Down in this ravine. It looks like it's a mountain bike trail down through there. That goes down through there. My gosh. I mean, there's mountain bike trails everywhere throughout this place. In just random locations. It's freaking awesome, man. Look at this log all the way down there. It's pretty awesome. Walk across the log, Steven. I'll give you $50. Go ahead. Just falls and breaks his arm. Gets a concussion. They're like, oh my God, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. Deforestation killed my people. No. No, man. What the hell's even going on here? Doesn't even make sense. Just cutting some stuff down just to cut it down. We're like, we'll show you forest. We'll show you trees who's boss. All right, we're coming up this hill right here. We're going to be coming up to this BMX dirt area. It's pretty cool. So I've never really seen anything like this too much in any of the parks that I've been to. But all right, let's see if I can make it up this hill. Da-dum, boom. Da-dum, boom. Da-dum, boom. Yeah. Rocky. The Rock. The Rock says, Okay, got a nice bench over here. Trash cans. We've got like a launch pad right here. The launch pad. And then we've got all sorts of stuff. Look at this. So yeah, it's literally a launch pad actually. I was kind of joking, but looking at it, yeah, I think that they lock people in there and then they send them all at the same time. A little bit of exercise equipment there. And they've got all sorts of hills and stuff. All sorts of BMX hills. Supplies over here to the left-hand side. Yeah, lots of BMX hills here. Various jumps and all sorts of loops. Banks and all sorts of S-loops and all sorts of stuff here, really. They've even got garden hoses. Garden hoses here. I don't see any water here, but, you know, I don't know. Not sure where they have a garden hose. Maybe they bring here something here with water and they need to pump water in and out or whatever. I have no idea. Somebody's used these, it looks like fairly recently. They are divoted in a bit, the mud, so I can imagine when that was within the last 6 months. I can imagine. Could have even been sooner, but I really can't tell. Yeah, look at all these loops and stuff, all these different jumps. It's definitely an incredible area. And it's pretty big too. And to add on to the mountain bike trails and all that stuff, I mean, this is definitely a biker's paradise for sure, especially if you love mountain biking, all sorts of off-roading. There's like a little jump thing right here that you can go multiple different directions and jump off and left, right, center. There's another really gnarly one right here. This is one of those ones to where if you jump right here, you could really mess yourself up on the other side. So that's nice to see. You know, they got some with like rocks and concrete, concrete blocks and stuff like that, which I'm not sure about that because I definitely wouldn't want to fall off and hit my head on any of that stuff. And they got like one little S loop or one little loop right here, or curve, embankment, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is called. That's made out of concrete. So that's definitely pretty cool. I don't really know like how that would work, or, you know, especially if you fell, man, that would hurt. I'd much rather the dirt, I think. The dirt's already going to break your arm enough as is, but you hit concrete, you know, you seal your body into concrete, I'll tell you what, you're going to mess yourself up. Okay, I got the parking lot over there. I'm going to loop around to the left-hand side. There's a lot more to see here. We'll go right underneath the bridge. This iron bridge here that the train travels over. And it goes quite the distance. Like I said, there is quite the span. I mean, the span that it goes, it starts from and it starts to go over. It's probably a good, probably a good 300, 400 feet at least. Yeah, I'm willing to bet it's probably 300-400 feet at least. But I really don't know. I wish there was a little bit more history here, like signs and stuff like that. But here's a better look at the bridge. Hoko, with a question mark. Hoko, yes, whatever that means. I don't even know. Hoko. Various forms of graffiti and stuff. People have definitely been walking up here and getting up that way. Graffiti over here on the concrete. Go over and check that out. Some graffiti right here. Here's the underside of the bridge. It has a number up there. It says 143.32. Definitely really awesome. Incredible. Now, hanging out over here, I was able to find, and I will try to include it in the video. If not, you may see it appear in the upcoming videos, but I was able to grab a train railroad spike that was fallen in the grass over in this area. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's amazing they have numbers on the side of these pieces of wood. It's like 37, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. I'm assuming they have a numbering system or something like that that would tell them exactly which one goes where, or if one has dilapidated and they have to replace them, and that type of thing there. I can imagine there's some sort of system there. This is pretty cool to see. could literally just walk right up to this bridge here, and we can see it's not anchored very well anymore. It's pretty much unanchored from what I can tell, and it's eroding away from the concrete. There's like snapped off bolts and stuff that we can see right there, and then there's like a bolt here that's not really doing anything from what I can tell. They've put a piece of stone here to hold the bridge down. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Let's hope that's not what they put that there for. They've done various repairs here over time. Rivet missing at the top. I like that. That's cool. Rivet missing top. So they know where they messed up or what needs to be replaced. I'm almost willing to bet they probably didn't replace it. No, yeah, it's still missing up there. There's a rivet at the very top up there that is still missing. It's almost impossible to see. I'll see if I can get you guys a little closer. See if we can zoom in a little bit here. There we go. See if we can get a good view up there. It's like at the very top where it kind of joins together. Got a rivet missing up there, so it's kind of interesting. Okay, and then we've got, looks like a sticker right here. Pumpkin Factory. I'm not sure if that's an influencer or if that's just a person. Not too sure. It's kind of cool. We can get up here and really stand on this thing if we really wanted to. See if I can jump up here. Oh, it should be okay. We're up. We're up here. Let's go. Incredible. You can definitely climb entire sections of this if you really wanted to. Yeah, definitely cool. Definitely pretty cool. Okay, let's move on here. I definitely love to see the bridges and the old architecture and framework and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely pretty cool. All right, as I was just getting ready to leave, here's the train. Look at that. Very cool. Awesome. We're going to be able to go right underneath this train right now. I don't know how far this train or how long this train is, but it is right there. I'm sure you guys can hear it. Definitely pretty cool. I would say that's a good way to wrap up this video. So I'm glad I stayed a little bit longer because I knew as soon as I heard it, I was like, that thing's coming this way. So it's awesome. All right, and just so you guys can see the memento that I got from this video, nice railroad spike. Like I said, that had fallen off the bridge up there. I wasn't there when it fell, but I was able to find this, and I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, definitely a nice takeaway from this video as well. All right, there it was, you guys. There was Austin Badger Park here in the Medina, Ohio area. So it's definitely a lot of fun covering this video. A lot of unique features here. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys can, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Definitely means a lot to me going forward. Definitely helps pump the channel up, and that means a lot to me. So I will be seeing you guys in the next videos. I've got a lot of good stuff coming up. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. My name is Josh, and I'm the Daily Explorer, and I'm out.